Hey crafty family, it's me, and it is now part 2 to our make your own, I don't know, ribbon stuff. And these are not all the way dry. Well, a couple of them are, but this last one down here is not really. It's the 3D paint that takes forever to dry. But this one is pretty much dry. So I wanted to show you how cool that looks. So now it's all ready to go on a project or whatever you want to do with it. I mean, this would look cute tied around, you know, your hair. Like just tied, you know, around your hair like a headband kind of. Because it's all sparkly and pretty. I don't know, just thinking out loud. You could do anything with it, because I know I get constantly get messages. Well, what could you do with that? Well, anything you can think of. There's really no answer. Anything you can think of, you could do with anything. That's just how it works. And here's the purple one. That one's dry. I like that one. That one came out real pretty. So we've got that one, and these two. I guess this one's dry. Yeah, that one's dry. It's that last one that has some parts on it that aren't dry. So I'm going to leave it to dry still. But this one's dry. And obviously you can just cut the ends off where they're not painted and all that stuff. And don't forget to take a lighter to your ends, because they will fray. So there's that one. And I guess I can take this one off. I'll lay it carefully over there, over on my desk, which this one's, I've got like a huge mess going on. Huge mess. So that one's pretty dry. It's just not perfectly dry. So I can still use this. For our next adventure. But I think they came out really cool. Oh yeah, and I gotta get the other one, the shabby chic one that we did. This is dry as well. I think this is my favorite one, honestly. Where are my scissors? Oh my goodness. Careful when you're pulling the tape off, because you can literally fray the edges, which actually looks kind of cute for the shabby chic one, but like, because what happens is one string will get stuck on the tape and pull the rest of it. But that one's probably my favorite one, the shabby chic one. That one came out really cool. So yeah, look at all these I have, and you can use them on anything. You can just glue them down like you would like a washi tape or something. Just glue them down as a trim. You can cut it smaller. So if you want to make it thinner, you can obviously cut these smaller, which I may do with the bigger ones. I may cut them into like 3 separate strips. So yeah, you can get more out of it that way. I advise you to do these on a larger surface, not like a small surface, and just, you know, put down 2 or 3 and work on those. Or put down a bunch if you want to, but it's, you know, you'll get more out of it if you do larger pieces. So yeah, this one's the one that I'm going to put on top, because that one still has a couple of spots that are sticky. So I'll put that there, and I will lay those over on my desk, and then we will start part 2. Okay, let us start part 2. Okay, so part 2, and the whole reason why I reminded myself that I had this video in my head with these ribbons was because I was watching Josie Gitto, or Gitto. I don't know how to say her name, so sorry Josie if I butchered it, which I love the name Josie, by the way. It reminds me of somebody really fun. And her channel is really nice, and I was watching some videos. She's got a lot of fun things to watch on her channel. She's from the UK, I believe. I could be wrong. Because to me, all the accents sometimes from the Netherlands and from the UK meld together, and I can't tell which is which sometimes. I usually can, but sometimes I can't. So I don't know if she's from the UK. I think she is. I don't want to make that assumption and not know. But anyway, she was doing almost the same thing I do with my ribbon. And I was like, oh, she's doing the ribbon thing. And then I realized she's not using ribbon. She was using fabric, which I thought was fabulous. I'd never thought to do fabric. I just did ribbon. I don't know why. Oh, and I also forgot to mention in my first video, you can do seam binding too, because I've done seam binding. So if you've got like excess seam binding lying around, you can do that technique on seam binding. But anyway, she was doing it on silk, like silky kind of fabrics, and I was like watching it and I'm like, oh my god, that's like my ribbon thing, and I wanted to do a video anyway, so I might as well add that as like a part 2, or you know, add that on, because I have very little silky fabrics, and this is more like a cotton kind of with like some silky elements to it. It's got like a tone on tone, so I've got that. I don't really own silky fabrics. I think this is the only one that I own, is this one here. And I usually save these and hoard them because I don't have very many. That's like it. And I usually use them to make flowers. But I definitely wanted to do some of these for sure because, well, yeah, got to do that. So I wanted to do her technique. And then the only other fabric I have is like this old see-through curtain. And I don't know if this will work, but I'm going to give it a try because it's kind of see-through, but I think it might be pretty when it's done. So I'm thinking of trying that and just seeing what happens. It might not work at all because it's like a different type of fabric. So, you know, we'll see. I'm just going to cut it up. It used to be one of my curtains I had in my bedroom years ago when my bedroom was all done in white and angels and stuff. So I'm not going to use the whole piece of fabric. I'm just going to use a strip of it. And now what you do with this is, it doesn't matter how big your fabric is, you cut it up later. So right now I'm just going to cut like this much off and use it, because like I said, I do want to save this fabric for flowers and stuff because I don't have any more of it. It's all I have. I wish, every time I go to the creative reuse, I look for silky fabrics, but they almost never have any, and it's kind of like a pain because I really wish I could find more, not necessarily white, but any color, because I love using it to make flowers. It's like one of my favorite things to use, but I almost never have any. I cut that really, really crooked, but that's okay. I guess I could fix it. I don't know how I did that. That's a fun sound. And like I even saved like little bits like that in a jar. You know, like collage with it or whatever. So I'm going to get my board out, which this should be completely dry. Oh, that fits perfect. And then I'm going to use just, not this whole thing. I might actually not use this at all because it's so dark, and just try to use this stuff and see what we can do with it. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to have to cut this. I've had it for like ever, and I haven't used it as a curtain in like 20 years. But I planned on using it for crafts. I just didn't know what yet. I didn't know what exactly I was going to do with it. So I just held on to it. And this seemed like something that could possibly work, but then again, probably snot, because it might not work. It might be too sheer, possibly, and it might end up just making a mess, but that's okay because I have enough of this, because I have another panel of this, so I'm not really worried about if I waste it. But I hope it works out because that would be kind of pretty. So I'm going to do her method, which is basically the same thing I showed you before, only on fabric instead of on ribbon, which I'm surprised I never thought of that, but that's very cool. Then again, I probably didn't think of it because I didn't have any fabric. Especially back then, I really didn't have fabric at all. So that's probably the big reason why I never thought, oh, let me get fabric and do that, because I probably didn't have any. And Tigger's snoring. Pretty typical. Okay, so now we've got the silk up here and the sheer fabric here, which you can see through the sheer fabric to see all the stuff from last time, but that's okay. And now, because we're going to be cutting this into strips, I can use like bigger, wider stencils if I felt like it. Like for instance, I've got like this one, which would cover a bigger area, which might be good. So, and I'm assuming that you could, I guess, use sprays, but I don't know how that would work. It would probably run underneath on your fabric. Paint would probably be better just because of that reason, but I know somebody's probably going to ask me, and I just knocked a bunch of crap down. What else is new? I know somebody's going to ask in the comments, can I use my sprays? And I'm going to tell you right now, if you did, you're likely going to get, not going to get this shape, you're just going to get a blob of ink. So you're probably better off using paint, which even paint is questionable because I may still get a blob. I may still end up with a blob. So let's see. Let's do some... I thought I had a different color. Oh, there it is. I want to do the metallic blue. And we'll see what happens when we... Oh, do I have any makeup sponges? Let me see if I could find a makeup sponge. I think they're up here. Hold on. Yep, that's where they are. I found them. I knew I had them in a container. This says Perfect Pearls. I guess I used to keep my Perfect Pearls in there at some point. Not anymore. Get a baby wipe ready. And we're gonna party. You ready to party? Let's see what happens now. Get this all lined up and we'll just have at it and see how it goes. I don't mind using sheer paints, you know, or translucent paints on this fabric because the fabric itself is sheer, so it'll be just a pretty kind of pretty background. Because it's such light fabric, I don't want to do anything real harsh on it. Just sheer. Maybe I'll do this one in the blue and metallic green or something. And I'll do the other one in... maybe I'll get my, I always forget to get them out, my PBOs and use some of them because I can use like a metallic pink and stuff like that, which is a nice sheer color. Okay. Now I'll use the other side of this and I'll do the green. I probably picked up too much green. It's okay. And I don't know about, like, the ribbon was more dense, it wasn't as sheer, so like stamping, I'm not sure how that's gonna work. I believe Josie did stamping. Now look how quick I forget. Well, I watched it a few days ago. It wasn't today. It's been on my list for a few days to do this video, but I wasn't feeling well. Still not feeling well, but I really want to get a video done. So I don't want to like fall behind and not get some videos done. But I believe she's stamped. Ugh. Well, we're going to give it a try anyway. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she did stamp. I know she stenciled. I know that for a fact. Okay, so we did the green. I took out way too much. I'm going to try to put it back. Way too much, and I just made a mess. Fun! Good times! It wouldn't be me if I didn't make a mess. Okay. Alright, now down, whoops, let's not screw that up yet. Alright, down here, let me go grab my PBOs. I'll be right back. Okay, I've got metallic pink and metallic green to do there. We'll see how they come out. I'm going to need another sponge. And I will put that one in the water. And we'll start with the pink. Got little fuzzies on my stencil. I'm trying to see where this... The sheer material is so sheer that I can't see where it starts and stops. This is the one I'm worried about bleeding more because I just feel like this material is so thin it might bleed a lot. But we'll see. I'm kind of doing it in more of a random pattern than I was the one above here. And I'll just fill in with the other color. I think it'll work out okay. Looks like it so far. Doesn't look too tragic. Now I'll flip that over, grab the blue or green, whatever it is, and go to town with that. These are brighter colors. I was thinking they would be more muted, and they might be because the fabric is sheer, but it's probably going right down through to right through to the wax paper. But it looks cool nonetheless. Either way, it'll be pretty. Because everybody's got these cheap sheer curtains. They're what I used in my like first house that I lived in or something. But, you know, they were just... I used them for a while, then I got something else and I put them away. And I never throw anything out. I'm not one to throw things out very easily. I keep everything, and, you know, obviously if I find somebody that needs something, then I'm like, because I've given curtains away left and right, because I've acquired curtains from different clients, you know, cleaning clients or what have you, will give me stuff, and I'll hold on to them. Even if I can't use them, I'll find somebody that's in need, you know, like one of my friends has an apartment, and they need curtains, you know, I'll bring them over and hang their curtains for them, and they'll have curtains. So I always hold on to certain things just in case. But these have always kind of stayed with me. I didn't find anybody that needed them, I think. Either that or I forgot about them, one or the other. So, okay. Trying to find my book because I've got a tiny drop of paint that I can throw in my book here. Not much. You know me and wasting. That doesn't happen. Alright, that goes in the water. And, okay, now we could take that stencil off. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm going to move this over just so I can clean my stencil because now it's been sitting with paint on it. Luckily, it's a big stencil, so it's fairly easy to clean. And if you put a little alcohol on, it actually helps clean it a lot better. It's got a little staining on it from when I used it one other time. Other than that, it's clean. I think it's stained from ink sprays, actually. Okay. Oh, did I not get all the way down here? How did I do that? Or here? How did I think it ended right there? What am I, an idiot? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I'm an idiot. How did I manage that? Like, seriously, I don't even know. That's like the most bizarre thing ever that I just completely didn't realize. So now I've got to go back over it with all the same colors. Oh my god. I'll speed through it so you don't have to put up with it. What's wrong with me? I'm like a crazy person over here. I don't know how I managed that, to be honest. I'm going to have to look at the film and the recording and be like, "What? Okay, what'd you do, nincompoop? Nincompoop?" Okay, good enough. Now we're done, I promise. Finally over, and I have to clean this again. It's all your fault. It really is all your fault. You're not telling me that I didn't get all that area. You didn't let me know, and this is what happens. Now maybe next time you'll listen. Alright, clean enough. Okay, now the whole thing is covered. Now I'm going to gently clean or heat it with my heat gun so it don't melt. I got a little overzealous and I stopped in one spot and I put a little hole in it, but that's okay because this is like going to be, you know, it's shabby mixed media. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? I am going to pull it away from the wax paper here because it's stuck. That's one thing that you need to do. Because this, it went right through. So before you dry it, you might want to do that. Just make sure it's unattached. It's fine. It didn't do anything to it. Now it's unattached. This one probably a little bit too. But yeah, there we go. Ooh, I really like the way this came out. Look at that. That's so awesome. Ooh, and I've got a lot of that curtain. You know what I'm going to be making? I'm going to be making all kinds of fun stuff with this because that is really cool. All right, now we're going to do some stamping. And I think what I'm going to do is, rather than stamp all over it, I think or like stamp a variety of different stamps all over it in like black. I don't want to use black. And actually, I really do want to test this. So I'm going to go on the back side right here. And I'm going to test it with just some ink on a little, like, here's a little clock stamp. This is like a brown ink. I just want to see, just to test, to see about the runnability of it all. How much it's going to run. See, there's that. And then I'll test a little side over here. Like that. Let's just see. So far, so good. So far, we're looking good. Because usually I could tell pretty quickly if it's going to run. Like I knew almost within seconds after I put that Tim Holtz Distress ink down that it was probably going to run. I don't see this running, so that's good. Yeah, that's good. Good, good, good. Okay, I think we're safe. So now, and that's the color I want to use. I want to use like a brown color rather than a black, which is so in your face. And with this being so sheer and so light, that I think I'm going to use the brown, which I'll probably just use this one. And maybe just do like script stamp here and there and stuff like that. Actually, maybe, let me see. Maybe this border in like, I don't know. I think that would look nice. What did I do with my stamping block? Oh, there it is. It's got the border stamp on it. I'm going to see if I did this in like I'm wondering if like the metallic green, is this the one? Like this color, rocket red gold. Ooh, that would be pretty. Let's try that. Let's just try it. Let's try it. We have to experiment. We're going to try this ink. I think it's a pretty color for that green and that blue. I just got to try it. I got to try it and see what happens. What's the worst that can happen is it doesn't do anything that I want it to do and I just cut it off. Ooh, pretty. I like that. I really like that. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I really like it. Can you tell I liked it? So we'll do one over this blue here. Now keep in mind this is going to get cut in strips this way, so pretty. I like it over the blue. Especially. Pretty. Tell me that that is not pretty. Now let's see. I do like that. I do like that. Now, I bet you if I did the green flowers over the green part, it would look nice. We can try it. You can do these rose things and in this pearl green over the green. I think it'll be nice. I could be wrong, but who cares? I love it. That is really cool. Yeah, I'm digging it. Digging it like a backhoe. How pretty is that? Now we got room for one over there. Oh, this is my favorite now. I'm going to be doing this all day and all night. So break out all your sheer fabrics and your silk fabrics and go to town, people. Make, you know, just put it down and pretend it's your mixed media background, you know, just work at it and add stuff to it. I mean, I wouldn't like gesso it and put paint over it, not unless you want that type of coverage. You can absolutely do that. I mean, there's no telling what you can do if you want to do that. I'm sure you could, but if you want to use it as like a fabric or use it as a, and if you wanted to use it as a fabric, obviously use fabric paints. And I have fabric paints, I'm not planning on using it as a fabric. So yeah, I like that a lot. I think that's really pretty. I like the color combinations. It's really great. Now we just need to figure out what we're going to do hither. What are we going to do there? I don't know. Ooh, I bet you a purple. Ooh, I have an idea. Whoa. I always pull that drawer out. I have an idea, people. Do you hear the crackling in my brain? I might do this script stamp all over in purple, just for fun. But this, I should have thought of a different paint, or, yep, ink, because it's going to be a pain to do that all the time. Ooh, that's pretty. It's not real dark, which is good. It's nice and faint, but I may have to see if I have a different purple because this is kind of hard and I'm going to use up like all my ink there, and I don't want to do that because I use that ink for edging and it's very pretty. I'm always afraid of running out of these little teardrop, not tulip, because I love them. They're like my favorites. And I'd be interested in trying the Stampin' Up! Ones because now that I've seen that they have the minis and everything, I'd be interested in trying those at some point in my life. Someday. Let's see. Do I have any other purple? I have a lot of Versamagic. And I have a very light purple. Let me see. And I've got the purple from Stampin' Up! Which I didn't like. I thought it was kind of ugly. Yeah, the eggplant. I don't like that one. I'm going to plum. Oh wait, what's this one? Here's another old Stampin' Up! One. But that one's Orchard Opulence. I can't say. Is this too weird? I don't even know if there's any ink in there. That's a little... Let me test it over here. That should be okay. We could try it for one stamp, and then if we don't like it, we can go to something else. I don't know how much ink is on this thing. That's the only problem. I don't know how inky. Because these are ones I got at the Creative Reuse, and they're probably 15, 20 years old. It was $1.50, and I got it for, was it 50% off that day when I was there? Oh yeah, it looks just like this one, just a little bit brighter. That's fine. It's plenty juicy enough for this, so that'll work. That works. I'd rather use big stamping. Okay, sorry guys, the battery died again. My battery likes to die a lot, and I have 3 batteries. I cannot wait to sell my house and get a really nice. They have these camcorders that are like $1,500, so I don't know if I'll ever get one. But they're badass, and they film like amazing quality, and you don't have any problems like you do with little cameras and stuff. Although I love my camera, I would prefer to have a little bit better setup, I think, eventually. This is perfect for now, but I definitely want something better when I can hopefully afford it. Because I want to have like really nice quality videos, you know? Like really nice quality. And it would make my it would make my my live streams badass too, because the camera is like super cool and it's like really advanced, and the live streams would be in like full HD, like TV quality, which would be so cool. Someday, someday, dream, 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 blah, blah, blah. Right? Right. That's what we do. But yeah, I was looking at it because somebody put a video up, like some YouTuber, the best camera for, you know, for filming your YouTube videos, and it showed this $1,500 camera, and I'm like, yeah, I wish I could afford it. Would be nice. But that's not really in anybody's budget at this point. I don't know anybody that's in their budget to just spend $1,500 on a camera. Okay, maybe a little bit more. I really like this one too. This one came out nice. They're both supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Alrighty. Now clean our stamp off. My purple stamp. It looks like there's paint embedded in there, but that's actually silver ink that I'd used at one point, and it kind of got like stained with it a little bit. But every time I look at it, I'm like, when did I use paint on that? I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't. So, okay, so now if we want to go in with some other colors, like this I definitely want to do in a, have like the script on that one. Or maybe, let me think. What else? I definitely want to add like a background stamp. Let me see what I can think of here. Let's see what I got in my background stamp bucket here. Let's see. What's in here? We've got this script stamp. I can always use that one. I've got this one. That would look nice back there too. These are the ones I got at the Creative Reuse. I've got that, or I've got this, which looks like Crackle, which probably wouldn't go with this necessarily. Oh, I think there's a lot of dark space on that. That one I think has too much dark space. That might be nice if I just did a, I don't know, can't decide. Yeah, I got those at the Creative Reuse. I was so happy to find those because I really like background stamps. And I didn't really have any, so they came in handy. Let's see. I think this is very, like, a lot of black space on there. I don't think I want to do that, but let me just take a peek. Yeah, let's not do that one. Let's see what else I can come up with. Like a border or background, a thick border. That's one thing I'll have to put on my list, is to get some thicker background or border and background stamps, or border stamps. Whatever, you know what I mean. Border stamps. I don't really have any. I have like thin borders, but I don't have the thick ones. Let's see. What's in here? Well, oh, I know what I could do. I can do like a butterfly and a dragonfly and do that. That sounds good to me. I don't know about you, but it sounds good to me. And I can do those in like some pale colors. Let's try that. Let's try it in this blue. Why not? It's like a chalky light denim blue. Oh, that's pretty. That came out pretty. It's very faint in the background. That's what I wanted. Nothing too dark. Now we will do the dragonfly. Ooh. It's really stuck to the acetate. Don't you love that? There we go. I like the blue, so we'll stick with that. Even though we're going to cut it up, it's okay. Stand up, put a little pressure on it. Pretty, pretty. We'll do another dragonfly. No, maybe we'll do something else. Let's do, I've got a butterfly, another little butterfly I can do. Ooh, I've got a, what's this? Ooh, I got a hummingbird and another little creature. I said I wasn't going to put a bunch of stamps on it. Now look what I'm doing. I lied. Sorry, forgive me. I'll lay this one like this. I mean, it's going to get cut, so it's just going to really show some patterning. I like the pattern of these creatures. They've got some pretty flourishy patterns. And that's good enough. And I've got this bug, which would be cute. I could stamp that a couple of times. Rather use my smaller block for that, though. Where's my other? There it is. I've got quite a mess going on here. What else is new? I can do him there, and then I could do him again. See, and all this will just lead to having some nice patterns when I do cut it up. It'll just give a little something, just a little something. I'll do one in the middle maybe. There we go. Maybe I'll do the edge, but I'll find something else to do the edge in. Different stamp. Let's see. Maybe I'll do the edge in... ooh, I do have this one. I didn't realize I had that one. I think that'll work. It's kind of a solid, but that's okay. We'll try it and see what happens. I didn't use a block, but... And that just came out like, I think, a blob. Kind of. I think I moved it. That's okay. Gives a little color to that side. No big deal. We will survive. I can use some of this on the other edge over here that's not finished. I'll just do like half the stamp and just add some, oh, that's nice. Add some pattern so it's not boring. And I could do the whole thing here, 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 a little there. I like the color. It's a nice color for this. That's actually really pretty. Good enough. And then I'll throw this down here. Tone on tone? I don't know. Pretty, pretty, pretty. I do like it. And now I have to think about whether I want to still do a scripta stamp. I don't even know what happened to the script stamp. Oh, I dumped it over here? No, that's not it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What'd you do with it? What did I do with it? Well, here's the block for it. There it is. Hiding. I will do a test area, this area that I kind of screwed up down here, and see if that's what I want to do. If not, so be it. I think maybe. I think maybe yes. I'm thinking maybe yes. I'm thinking maybe yes. Yeah, why the hell not? And again, I'm using this little tiny stamper, which I hate to have to use because I do like to use this as an edging stamp, but whatever. Ooh, I like that. That just adds a little something. I like words for some reason. Lately I've been into words a lot. I've always liked my script stamps. They've always been like my favorite go-to background stamp. But I'm especially really liking words lately. I really like these Prima stamps, and I think I got that in Happy Mail, and it's definitely made me want more of them for sure. I either got it for Happy Mail or I got it Christmas time. I don't remember. Oh, I already did that. And okay. So now, as far as glitter, maybe I'll just add some little dots on that one, and maybe I'll glitter some of these little things on this one, and we'll call that a day. I think that's a good idea. Looks like I just wiped my butt. I wiped the stamp off. I had a lot of ink on there because I forgot I'd already stamped over there, and I inked up the whole ink pad like a dummy. So now it looks like Poopy. I bet you weren't expecting to hear that in a craft video. Okay. Now here's the problem with I'm going to have to be careful with it sticking because obviously it'll come off, but you know, I really like those. Let me just hit them with the heat gun carefully. Can you tell I like the layered look? I like everything with lots of layers on it. To me, everything's got to be mixed media. In my brain, everything's just got to be mixed media. There's no way around it. Nothing can be subtle. It's all got to be mixed media and lots of stuff on it. That's just how my brain works. So let's see. I'm thinking we can do... See, now these would look pretty with just like the hollow glitter over it. This is like a holographic glitter. I think that's what will look good. This, on the other hand, let me see what I got here. I've got like this orangey glitter. So that might be pretty to fill those in. Maybe. Maybe not. Let me see. I got other glitters down here. Dang it. Stop falling all over the ground. See, this looks like the crystal glitter in this one. It's almost the exact same. It's just slightly different. Like this, the glitter looks more of a like a greener, and this one has more of like a bluish, but they look very similar. And I love that one. I used to use that one a lot. I'm just trying to use my brain and think about what I want to do. I might just do the mercury glass and do like little spots, because I really like the way the mercury glass looks. I don't know. I have to think, because I do have a nice green that would go over the little flowers, so maybe I'll do the flowers and see what happens, and then I'll just do dots. Is this... yeah, let me get a needle. Of course it's clogged. And it's really clogged too. I wonder if I can take this off. Now I've got to unclog my glitter bottle. The only ones that don't really clog is the stickles. Every other type ends up clogging on me. I guess that's why they're the cheapos, and stickles is a little bit more expensive. There we go. Gross. Got glitter all over my hands. Trying to clean the crud out of the tip of that. Alright, now it should work. There we go. I won't put it on real thick or anything. Seriously? You're still clogged? There we go. That's why I don't mind paying the extra few cents, 50 cents for stickles, because it usually gives me less issues, which in turn I end up wasting less product. And plus they are prettier glitter and stickles. But these are fine too. Most of the time these are fine. They just take a little finagling. I really like how this is coming out. I love it. I love doing the ribbons, but I love this, and I'm so glad I stumbled upon Josie's video before I was going to do the, because I wasn't probably going to do the ribbon one right away because it was on my list from before I got sick. I have a whole list of things I want to do in video. And usually what happens is it'll sit on the list and I'll just kind of go down it slowly, but somebody along the way will like remind me of something that's on my list, which will make me do it faster. Like Odette reminded me of a video that I want to do, and I'm like, oh, I got to do that. So I have, you know, now I bumped that one up a little bit. So that's kind of how it goes. And so when I seen Josie's, I was like, oh yeah, I got to do my ribbon. So I'll do this, you know, I'll make this like the part 2 or whatever. That's how things get bumped up. Because then I get excited about it when I see somebody else did, you know, their way of doing something, and I want to try it myself. But you definitely, I'm going to put Josie's, a link to her video. She's got several that she does with different fabrics and stuff. So definitely go check her out and subscribe to her. Because hers came out really pretty. Probably way better than mine, but I've never done the fabric. I mean, I've done things like this on fabric, but never to make ribbon with. Usually it was like I put gesso on it, or I did it for like this reason or that reason. Like, I've never done it to make like awesome little ribbon strips, which that's like so brilliant. I've always used the ribbon because it was just already in ribbon form, and I just thought, okay, but this opens up like a whole new avenue for that. And I can't wait to try to see if they have some silky fabric, some light colored. You know, I don't want to use just white all the time. I definitely want to get some light colors like light pink and maybe an off-white and do some different stuff with that. Because you can even like go as far as, I think I said this in the last one with the ribbon, you can go as far as putting some sequins, you can like, you know, put some little gems and stuff like that. I wouldn't put anything heavy duty, you know, like metal embellishments or anything, but, you know, if you're just going to put like little gems or little things, you know, have at it. Or you can, like I said, use the stickles as your gems. Now, I don't have that color, but I do have this orange or this pink. Wait a minute, I have a lighter pink. That would be pretty, I think. Well, I have that one. I thought I had a different lighter pink. Did I put it up there? No. Oh, there it is. I have this one or this one. Let me see, I can always wipe it off. See what that one looks like. I'm thinking this one because it won't change the color. Because it's so pale, it just kind of enhances the color. So yeah, I think this one's good. It looks like it's bubblegum pink. And this is like a coral, like a dark coral, but I think when they're on top of each other, this bubblegum pink turns into that coral, kind of. And it doesn't have much of a color to it to begin with. It's almost clear, practically. But it's just enough to give it a little sparkle without changing the color. I mean, I could have used the clear, but... when in doubt, you can use clear over anything. It'll add the glitter without changing the color. It hurts my thumb all in here when I use stickles because my arthritis, and it never used to do that before I had arthritis. Like, I noticed such a big difference, especially like the last year. Big difference in my hands, unable to do those things. And a lot of times I'll grab a paintbrush and squirt some out and do it that way. Especially if I'm just putting a light application on, like I am now. But that's alright. See, this isn't as much sparkly as it is like, I don't know, I can't explain it. It's not as glittery as regular stickles. It gives just a different kind of texture. Actually, I'm going to have my hand in that, so I better go, well, I better go this way. But yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to do all of this at once just because of my hand. It's kind of hurting. I'm just kind of sloppily putting it on because I don't have the strength in my hand, in my thumb. Yeah, this stuff, this color, this bubblegum pink color and the black, they're not as sparkly. I don't know, I don't understand exactly what's in them. They're not quite as sparkly as the rest of the stickles. I'm sure they're meant to be like that, but they just kind of have like a, I don't know. I can't explain it. It's still pretty, but it's just different. I wanted the black one to be sparkly. I was a little pissed when I got the black one and it wasn't sparkly. Because I'm dying to get a black, sparkly glitter glue. I would love it to be stickles. But theirs is not sparkly, really. It's kind of like this, which isn't what I wanted. So if anybody knows of a good black, sparkly glitter glue, and I think I have the cheapy one, but I think for some reason I didn't like that either. I can't remember why I didn't like it. I think the glitter in it wasn't really, I think it was too blue or something. I'll have to get it and look. I believe I have one. Oh, like it starts to hurt my thumb. My whole hand will hurt. Oh. I'm like right at the end too, and my hand's like, oh, it's hurting so bad. That's why I'm like speeding through it. Oh. Okay, that's done. Let me see. Do I have the black in here? I thought I had a black. Yeah, I do. See this black here. Yeah, this one wasn't sparkly, and then neither was, I think this one wasn't sparkly either. Where's the other one? Here's the stickles. Or wait, no, that's sapphire. That's not black. This is black. This is the black one I was talking about. That's right, I don't have the stickles in black. I only have this one in black. And it's like not sparkly. It's like black, I don't know what, but it's not sparkly. You know what I mean? Jelly bean? You can't see, but that's just, it's just black grit. I don't understand. It's not sparkly. And it says right on it, glitter glue, but it's not sparkly. So if anybody has the black stickles, let me know if it's sparkly or if it's just like a black grit, because I really want the black stickles to try it. I thought I had the black stickles, but it was this one. And I'm curious as to if it's like, so now what I'm going to do is put just, go like that and do some random, kind of give it a little pizzazz up your ass. Because I really like the look when you do this with stickles. Just give it a, especially with this, the mercury glass. Oh, mercury glass is the prettiest stickles. It's my favorite. And a lot of times it's sold out in places, but if they ever discontinue this, I would freaking cry. I would cry. Without doubt, I would cry my eyes out because I love this. And the second I feel like I'm running out, I buy another one. So I have two. I have two. This is the one that's running out, I think. This is the one where I don't have as much. This is the newer one that I had gotten at Christmas time because I was like, yeah. Because if I ever run out, I'll be very upset. Can't run out of my stickles. Not this one. My two favorite colors of stickles is the pink. This pink. I don't know what it's called. It's called, oh, pink taffeta. The teal. And this one. I think I have two of the teal by accident because I bought one at Tuesday morning, and then when I went back to Tuesday morning, I got another one, and I love it. So I don't care because it's one of my favorites. But these, the pink one, this one, and the mercury glass are my favorite stickles for sure. And I think there's another teal one that I don't have that I think is more like this color teal, or I don't know. But, or maybe it's like this. It's like a lighter color, and I don't have that one. I don't know. I love me some glitter glue. I can go on and on about my glitter glue. I'm sure you're like, okay, shut up now. Just do your thing. Too many comments I get saying, you talk too much. And I type back and go, well, you type too much. Shut up. Some people are just rude. I don't care that I talk too much. It's my video. I'll do what the hell I want. If I want to film myself using their bathroom and pooping, I'll do that if I want to. I don't think anybody'd want to watch that. Don't blame them. But I guess there's people that get on the internet, go onto YouTube, and the only thing they want to do is have somebody show them how to do something. And if you do anything other than show them what they want, they're going to tell you you talk too much. They don't care about being entertained or having fun. Nope. They just get on there, they want to know what they want to know, and they want out. That's good for them. My videos are not those videos. Clearly. But what cracks me up is these same people that'll comment and say, you talk too much, your videos are too lengthy, yada yada yada. These people don't ever make videos. They don't make their own videos. So all they're doing is going on and criticizing somebody else's videos, but they don't know. They don't know what it's like to put, to make these videos. They don't know how long things take. I might talk a lot, but look, I'm working. I'm not talking for no reason. Like, I'm talking as I craft. Sometimes I stop and I don't, but my videos are not here for I'm here to teach you how to do things, but I do it in my way. And that's how it is with YouTube. That's the point of YouTube. YouTube is everybody from all over the world, people from all over the world, teaching other people how to do things or entertaining other people. It's not just about doing it one way. I mean, people have other ways of doing things. And you kind of just have to deal with that. Otherwise, go pay somebody to teach you and not talk. And, you know what I mean? Like, go take a class. That's what classes are for. And when I teach a class, I teach a class. I do some talking, but my classes, you're not paying for like a 2-hour session. You're paying until we're done. Like, if I teach a class and, let's say you pay $15 or $20 to take my class. That class is going to go as long as people have questions. I don't put a time. I don't go, oh, time's up, gotta go. I don't do that. I want to make sure everybody understands everything that's going on in my classes. And so my classes end up being really good because I spend a lot of time with everybody. And I don't talk like this at the classes. I keep it more of a, little more of a to the point what we're doing, but I spend time explaining what we're doing, and I make sure everybody understands, is on the same page before we move on, so that nobody gets lost. But, that's kind of what classes are for. So if people get on the internet and on YouTube looking for a free class, well, they're going to have to get somebody like me who talks a lot. If they want to pay me, I'll shut up. You know what I mean? It's like those people are just looking to get something for free. They don't care about being entertained. They just want somebody to the point. And that's fine, but my thought is, okay, I understand. I'm not mad about that. Some people just want somebody to the point, and that's fine. But don't type on somebody else's video, oh, you talk too much, and like criticize them because it's not the way you want it to be. You know what I mean? Because it's not their way, so they're going to criticize me. No. Just click off and move on. Go somewhere else. Don't criticize somebody just because something is not the way you do it. Because guess what? They don't give a crap whether they're doing it the way you want them to do it. And why hurt their feelings because you're just not happy? Like, that's not fair. You know, that's like me walking up to a stranger in the grocery store and saying, your shoes are so freaking ugly, you shouldn't have worn those, blah, blah, blah. Like, why would I do that? It's not up to me to determine if their shoes are ugly. If they like them and they want to wear them, you know what I mean? Like, that's not me. It's not up to me to comment on. You keep your mouth shut and you walk away and you talk about it later with your friend. You go, oh my God, this guy had some shoes on or whatever. But, I mean, you don't just do that. I had a friend who used to do that. We would go anywhere we went. She was a mouthy person. She had no filter, no control over her mouth, and she would say anything that came to her mind. It was so embarrassing that I just was like, I can't do this anymore. I can't go places with you. And she literally did that to somebody in a grocery store where she said, your shoes are ugly. And I walked away because I was like going to kill her. She was Polish. She was from Poland. And she had no filter on her mouth. And she was just rude to people like you would not believe. It was very difficult to go anywhere with her. But I feel like when anybody comments and makes a rude kind of comment on my videos, that's the type of person they are in real life. It just reflects what kind of a person they are in real life. Because why does somebody need to make that? Like, just like when somebody thumbs down my video, like, why did they waste their click even? Like, why? I mean, nothing in my video, it's not like I'm killing kittens or drowning puppies. You know, like, nothing in my videos is worth. And what they don't realize is that click down actually is a point for my channel. Like, in other words, it actually does not go against my channel in any way. It's actually good for my channel because it's just another view and it's more activity on my page. So really, they're not harming me in any way whatsoever. So really, they're just wasting their time, which is pretty funny. But I don't understand the point, like, in their brain, why they're thinking that that's so important. And then you've got the little kids, if you know, who will get on YouTube, and they're the ones that actually will get on your channel and say things like, you're stupid, or you're ugly, or that was so dumb, or you look like a monkey. Like, those are, when you get comments like that, those are little kids. And I usually go to their page, and I usually try to find out, like, I'll sometimes leave a comment under if they have any videos, which generally they don't, or I will try to message them and say, I hope your parents are proud of you for leaving nasty comments on other people's YouTube channel, because I'm hoping that at some point their parents will read that, because maybe they're probably a 10-year-old and maybe their parents see something and will whoop their ass for it. So I try to find some way to communicate and just say, like, you know, like, try to be like a mother to them and be like, don't do that. Don't go on other people's channels and make comments. It's rude, because I'm hoping that their parents will see it and take their computer away and be like, what have you done? You know? I mean, honestly, these kids shouldn't be on the computer without supervision. And that's the problem. These little brats who were not raised properly are going on the internet and going on to people's, and that's what cyberbullying is. And there's other little kids. The problem is there's little girls who are, you know, 12 and 13 years old, who are making their little beauty videos and minding their own business, and these little bratty boys get on and go, you're ugly, and you know, and sometimes girls do it to other girls too, but most of the time I see it's boys that are doing it. And see, that's not right. And I wish the parents would be checking their computer often enough to see this is happening and then take their computer privileges away. Because if my kid ever did that and I saw that my child was on the internet bullying other kids, they would never use the internet again. That would be it. That would be it. They would never be allowed to use the internet ever again until they were 18 years old and moved out of my house. That would be the rule. And I would tell them, if I ever find out for a second that you're bullying anybody or talking to anybody like that, that would be the end of the internet for you. Like, forget ever going online again. I would rather get rid of the internet out of the house than have my child ever doing something like that. And I think all parents should do that and stick to it. Too bad. The internet is a privilege. It is not a, yes, it's a resource tool, but there's libraries, and my kid, if they ever did something like that, would have to go to the library for the rest of their life. And oh, flippin' well. I went to the library. No frickin' problem. So can they. Because there's certain things I don't tolerate in my life ever. And bullying is one of them. No, ma'am. And see, I don't understand the parents that just allow their kids at 10 years old to sit on a computer or a tablet all day long. Or even to have a phone. To me, a child does not need a phone. And if they do, get them one of those Mickey Mouse phones that only allows you to make phone calls. Doesn't have internet, doesn't have nothing. It has a tracking device and it allows you to make phone calls. That's it. Kids don't need to be surfing the internet all day and all night. And if they do surf the internet, it needs to be limited. Because that's how they get in all this trouble to begin with. Is they get over obsessed with the internet and over obsessed with what people are saying about them. And then they grow up with all kinds of problems and body image issues because they run into trouble. And I just don't feel that kids that young are capable of handling the stuff that is said and done on the internet. I just don't feel that it's necessary to have unsupervised internet in kids' rooms, on their iPads, and I know parents like to use it as a babysitting tool because it quiets them and it makes them quiet and they sit on their phone. But you know what? To me, that's a lazy parent who needs to get off their butt and take care of their kid and stop letting the computer babysit their kid. And that's my opinion. And I think I'm done. With all that talking I did, you can unsubscribe if you want to. I think this came out really cool. Oh my god, I love it so much. I mean, you can even leave it this big and wrap it around a present or around a journal or whatever. You don't have to cut it up. I don't want it to stick because I'm afraid that once it sticks, I might hang it up on my little thing, my little clothesline that I put up when I do my jelly plate. This one I don't think is going to go through as much, but this one I might hang up. But I love this so much. I'm so happy I came across Josie's video, like you don't know. So excited. I'm going to pull this one off and I'm going to hang it up, but I'll show it to you before I do. I hope you guys enjoyed this. So that's it, guys. So I hope you guys are going to make some of these faux shizzle because look how pretty that is. Isn't that pretty? Aside from the hole, which I don't care. Hole, whatever. But that is, to me, so gorgeous. And I'm definitely going to hang it up because I'm afraid that it's going to get stuck to the wax paper too much. Even though it's wax paper, still, remember the texture paste got stuck to it? And that's what I'm afraid of. I don't want that to happen. But that's fine. I don't mind pulling it off and hanging it up. But yeah, that's so flipping gorgeous. I cannot get over how pretty that is. You've got to do this. Dude, seriously. Dude, seriously. You have got to do this. I'm telling you. So yeah, if you got some old sheer fabric, obviously that works fantastic. And this too, you know, so everybody's got something. I mean, you may not have a lot. Like, I don't have a lot of that, but I do have a lot of that curtain, so that works for me. So I can definitely cut up that curtain and use it and make like big sheets of it and do all kinds of fun stuff. So you're going to see a lot of that from me. I might even do a live stream and do some. But I definitely like this one too. And I really want to get more silky fabric like that. Yes, yes, please. So I hope you enjoyed this. It was a long video. Thank you to Josie for making her video, which made me want to make my video. And I hope you guys enjoyed the ribbon that I made. So let me go grab the ribbon really quick. I think it's all dry. Yeah. Yeah. It's dry. I'm knocking everything over because I've got all kinds of stuff all over the floor. Let's see. Let me wipe this before I get glitter on the back of it because it's kind of damp. The paint's okay. It was the glitter that was coming through. So that's good now. So that's dry. The paint's dry. Glitter was just sticky. So we've got all of these, and actually I can just take this off because I want to like kind of show everything because it's so pretty. I can't take it. It's so pretty. And even though the stickles is not dry on either of these, I cannot get over how stinking pretty these are. So pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? I can't get over this one especially. Just how pretty. Both of them are just gorgeous. And then I've got my pretty ribbons. I'm so excited. I love them. So excited. We got these. So you could basically do any style you want. You could do like a boho style like this. You could do a shabby chic like this. You could do like a delicate with color. You could do like anything. You could do anything. You could even do steampunk if you want. Because you just use your gear stamps, you know, and how cool would that be? So definitely, I hope you guys will give this a try because I'm loving it. Like, I don't have anything to wrap it around like a journal in front of me, but how pretty would it be wrapped around like a box or a journal? Yeah. Yep. Oh, wait. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. See? I can wrap it. This is the wrong color, but wait. This color would work better. See how cute around my journal? Oh, my goodness. Ooh, I may use this for the closure for this because I only put this string on for a temporary closure. Ooh, I think I'm going to use this one. Very nice. So how pretty is that? I like it. Either that one or this one would go. Even that one would go. Or this one. Any of them. But anyway, you get the drift. You're picking up what I'm putting down. So anyway, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this. There will be links in the description and there will be links next to on either side of your screen. And I want you to check those links out. One of them will be for my GoFundMe account. And the other one will be for Josie's video on how she does her fabric ribbon. And oh, I'm going to cut these in strips. So I'm not showing that because this has got to dry and I kind of want to get these edited and uploaded. But if they dry before I finish editing, I'll throw a picture in of the strips because I'm just going to cut them into like 1-inch strips. So otherwise I'll show them on a live stream. The next time I do a live stream, which will be tomorrow night maybe, if I can get these up before tomorrow night. I'll show them then, or just randomly you'll see them somewhere. I know you will, in one of my videos. But the videos that are on the screen, the last 20 seconds of this video, one of them is my GoFundMe. If you're able to donate, I really appreciate it. If you can't donate, I completely understand. Not everybody's in the position where they can donate. You can donate just $5, $10. Doesn't have to be a big amount at all. Every little bit helps. I'm out of work right now, and I really need help paying my bills because I came literally this close to losing my car this month because I didn't have the money. That was like a close call to the point where I was so stressed out that I was crying. And we also came within hours of losing our electric. So yeah, that was a close call this month, extremely. So any bit helps. And if you can't donate at all, please share the link on your Facebook, your Twitter, your I don't know, YouTube, anything at all would help tremendously, because that just, you know, maybe one person out there, another person will see it. And so yeah. So yeah, and then you'll see Josie's video, and then you'll see, you might see another video to look at, but definitely check out those two links. Definitely subscribe to Josie and check out her videos. She's got some really fun stuff. I really love her. I don't even think she knows I exist, but because I don't know if she's ever watched any of my videos. I don't know. So, but if you do go visit her, let her know that Pink Poodle Crafts said hello, and maybe she'll find this video and come check it out, and we can become friends, and you know, it'll be like happy family. So hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Make sure you do what you love and love what you do, and be nice to people, and I'll talk to you. My battery went dead again. I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye.